Well, I'm David Harrisson, and I'm performing under the name Superfrog Saves Tokyo.
Okay, right. Let's start with the name. I mean, that is that's quite random. I initially thought it was an anime thing, but actually it's Haruki Murakami not short story, which I've read a couple of his books.
Yeah, basically, many years ago, I've got a mate, Solarstone, the trance DJ. He's been around in the game. You know, he used to be on the Hooch Tunes labels in the 90s. He's been around for decades, and we were friends prior to him being famous or me making music, just because we grew up together in Dudley, in the West Midlands. So, but in 2007, I finally made a track with him, did a collaboration for one track on his album. And at the time, he was like, "Oh, you've got to have an artist name. You've got to have an artist name." And I just could never think of one. And I didn't take it too seriously. You know, I've had a full career, family stuff. So it was just an aside. I was doing this. So at the time, we were both lending each other Murakami books. I'd got into Murakami via Norwegian Wood in the 90s when I did an English degree. And I absolutely love his work. So he just wrote on a CDR one day when he gave me like a demo to take back and listen to in the car. He just wrote Superfrog, and the name kind of stuck, I guess. And, you know, it's always contentious and difficult to pick things because, you know, that's your identity. So it's stuck, and it's nice to be able to explain it, because on the surface it sounds, you know, almost a little bit kind of strange or almost comedic, but it's genuinely not. It's from a short story we both absolutely adored, and it's quite a tragic tale really about a guy that's training to come to terms with a condition he has. So yeah, but there's also, I don't know whether you remember the old Amiga 500 video game Superfrog. There's that as well. So people always go, "Oh, is it from that?" And I'm like, no. So yeah, that's the story. It is from quite a tragic little tale.
So how did you first get into music then? I mean, I see behind you, you've got a nice selection now, but presumably it wasn't always that way.
I've always been obsessed with synth, Nick. I grew up in a bungalow in Wickford in Essex, and at the height of kind of when VHS came through, so obviously I wasn't allowed to watch a lot of the stuff, but we had very thin walls, so my mum and dad would get a lot of videos and music and stuff. But there were two things that I remember distinctly hearing through the wall when they got the VHS copies of these films. One of them was the horrendous, like, kind of demon voices from Evil Dead, which terrified me. Crikey, and the other, yeah I know, I don't think it was intentional, but my dad likes a loud telly. And the other thing was John Carpenter's opening kind of notes to Assault on Precinct 13. That was literally what did it. I'm guessing a lot of people, well, I know a lot of people are very similar, but yeah. And then from then onwards, there was always a lot of music around the house. Bowie, Kraftwerk, especially Can. My dad specifically got a lot of electronic stuff and started pushing me down that way, and kind of supporting what I love doing. And you'll see this little thing here, little Casio Tone MT400 he got me in the 80s, which I've still got, and it still works, and it's great. And weirdly enough, it's actually got like filter and resonance on it, which is unusual for a home keyboard. So yeah, I just went from there really, and always picked up keyboards and stuff when I was doing A-levels. When I was at university, I couldn't really afford a lot because, as I'm sure you're fully aware, back then it was a little bit different.
Tell me about performing. I mean, I've been looking and I can't find any videos of you performing live. Have I just talked you into doing something you've never done before, or is it something that you do?
No,
I know you have done, but do you do it much now?
I've done it in bands. No, to be perfectly honest with you, I get offers by proxy from my friends and stuff, various trance gigs and stuff. But yeah, I don't want to be pigeonholed, which is one of my first things. So I haven't really dug into it. I see myself more as kind of the band thing. You know, I'm approaching EMOM from the perspective that I'm going to demonstrate my songs as opposed to twiddle or improvise. And I've got room for that as well, and I will do that. But the EMOM thing will be my first gig, and then on 15 minutes there, and on the Saturday night, March 2nd, I'm playing up at a club an hour in Leeds, woefully underprepared. But yeah, so this is my first one of gigs, because for me, I think I like performing live. I really, really miss it. That whole vibe. It's going to be weird not having people to feed off of, not having that energy go back and forth, and it'll be interesting. But yeah, it's just to promote the music really, and hopefully from then on I will get a slimmed down version of my case, which is sat behind me. It's quite a behemoth at the moment, so it can carry on and off flight. So it's just getting little different setups.
So you're going to be doing some more gigs. You're
Yes.
kind of getting back on the wagon, as it were.
Yeah.
We're really looking forward to seeing your live set tonight. Thanks very much for talking to us.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate the time.
Okay. The technology is getting more and more amazing around here. And I think, you know, possibly the best name that I've come across actually for a while. The next name we're having is, let's let this man stipulate. No.
Super Frog Saves Tokyo.
Super Frog Saves Tokyo! Super Frog saves Tokyo! Super Frog saves Bath Football Club!
Come on! Yes, 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 yes!
Come on, let's have a talk about all this lovely technology. So you got the TR8S, which is a beautiful bit of kit. What else is going on here?
We have a Roland TB03, Typhon by Dreadbox, Launchpad, and most importantly, MIDI clock, keeping all these badly timed things together. All good for MX1, and I'm using stems for my tracks in Ableton. Sorry, I just need to take my breath. 50 years old.
You've been working hard, man. You've been working hard for all of us tonight. Just came out. Yeah, so where can we listen to your music online?
Everywhere. Spotify, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, physical. I've got a bunch of CDs out the back, and I'm quickly turning into that guy from League of Gentlemen who keeps trying to give them to his mates when there's kids. So I think I've got one in there somewhere. So if anyone wants one, it's got the QR code on it, it's got everything. They're free, just come and grab one. So, but yeah, all the streaming platforms.
Thank you so much for playing Sonicstate, EMOM tonight. Big round of applause. Wonderful stuff. We got to move on quickly. Time is pressing.
Yeah.